Hi everyone, Priscilla here, Agway's garden coach, and I'm in the tool aisle in South Dennis, Agway in South Dennis, to talk a little bit about tools. With spring here, it's important to make sure our tools are in great condition. We're digging around looking for them, hoping we can find where they are in the garage and out in the gardens. And I wanted to make sure that if we didn't have a good pair, that we came in and got a new pair. A good quality tool makes the job in the garden a lot easier. And there's less fatigue on your hand if you have a poor quality tool. There's lots to pick from, lots of different types, different size handles, different soft handles, hard handles, some that are ergonomic. So if you were to come in and get a new pair for yourself, make sure you find one that feels good and fits good. I think a good edge is very important on a tool, a nice sharp edge to make a good clean cut on your plant material, whether it's a tree or a shrub, because a clean cut is a safe cut and your plant material is protected against disease and pests. So there's two kinds to think about. The first kind here is called an anvil cut. Hand pruners and loppers have anvil cuts. It's a blade that goes into an anvil surface with two sharp edges that go into the anvil. So when you're sharpening this, you have two bevels to sharpen on that. The one that I like to use is called a bypass cut. It's just like scissors. One blade bypasses the other, and there's only one bevel because it's important to keep the back of the cutting tool flush so that there's a nice tight cut. So there's lots of different ways to sharpen your tools. One that I really like, I just saw it here a minute ago. Oh, here it is. This one is excellent for a bevel cut on a bypass pruner. It's simple, it's small, you can fit it in your pocket, and I have one right here. These are my old pair of pruners, and there's only one cut here because there's a nice clean glide in the back. But there's one bevel here you always want to keep sharp. And if you have your cutter in the back, it's just a carbine sharpener. You just drag it along at the right angle and it'll take out any burrs and bring a nice sharp edge. Check your edge and do it until it's just where you like it. And then be careful because it's sharp. There's a couple of other tools I wanted to recommend. We all have a bow saw in the garage, and right about this time they're probably a little rusty. So it's a good idea to just change the blade. Most good bow saws have a blade that you can replace, no problem, very affordable. Another good tool that I like to use is this great little tool. It's a small saw. It's a folding saw. It's easy to store and put away, but the saw comes out and you can use it in tight areas that you can't get a bow saw in because it's too big. This is a super cool tool, also good for cutting roots when you're digging a hole. Here's another lopper, and this is a bypass lopper. So it only has one edge that you want to sharpen, so careful not to sharpen both sides. The anvil pruner blade has two bevels on it, so you want to use a tool like this to sharpen both sides of the anvil blade, the sharp part. You hold it like this and you slide it across the blade in swinging movements like that. Not back and forth, just individuals, and then you check all the time to see the blade, see how sharp it is. A good tool, a good sharp tool is a good friend in the garden and in your garage. It's going to make all your chores easier and make it better, and you'll have it for a very long time. So happy gardening. Until we see you again, bye now.